Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me today. My name is Peter. Welcome back to Invest with Peter. So today I'm going to be talking about, what happened last week and my conclusion about, because people have been asking so many questions about what's going on in the market. As the market bottom already, Bitcoin is at $20,000 as at now that I'm recording this video. All these companies are flying, cryptos are flying. Have we already bottomed yet? Because CPI came out last week and all that stuff. I'm going to be talking about that today in full detail. It's not going to be more than 10 minutes if you can wait. So now let's talk about what's going to happen this week. Well, first of all, if you see me for the first time, I'm Peter Ads. I bring this information every week. It's weekly report that I bring every week for you guys, my subscribers. You are the sponsor of this video. I've got no sponsor. You are my sponsor. You're sponsoring by liking, putting your comment down, and subscribing and clicking on the bell sign. Please click on that bell sign, and you're helping me with that. Thank you very much. So let's go straight to the point. CPI came out last week. CPI for new investor is Consumer Price Index. So this is what the Feds use, to judge whether there's inflation or not, or we are at high or hyperinflation and all that stuff. So this is the mechanism that's being used by the government to see whether the economy is booming or let's see it's that issue of inflation and all that stuff. So if you're a new investor, CPI is Consumer Price Index. So the CPI for December for United States, because yes, I need to explain that because people are watching me from Australia, United Kingdom, Germany, and all that stuff. I'm talking specifically about United States now because they are the biggest, economy in the world. So we judge by using US economy. So US CPI for December came out, and it came out as 6.6. The previous one, which is November, was 7.1, right? So it came out 6.6. Market was actually expecting 6.6 or 6.5, right? So people were saying, well, if we get more than 6.6, market's gonna start, going down again and all that stuff. But fortunately, we got 6.6. So month by month, the CPI, the inflation is coming down. So, and Feds are actually looking at this vividly, and it made market to rally, at least since the beginning of this year anyway. So it's been a green year for us this year, but we can't judge by that. We're still going to see, there's some caveats that we're going to look at to judge whether this year is going to be ending in green. So now people are happy, people are buying stuff. Some people are jumping back into the market, buying stuff because they believe market has already bottomed. That's what they believe. Well, I'm not going to bust your bubble. Well, if you can wait till the end of the video, I'll tell you the reason why market has not bottomed yet. So CPI came out and analysts were talking about, well, that means the Feds, when they come out, because Feds are going to come out on February the 1st, I believe. So they're going to raise rate by February, March, and May. So Wall Street analysts are talking about that Fed needs to be very careful now not to overdo what they are doing. I mean, not to over raise rate already. So they said Fed should be looking at 25 basis points now. So the base case now at this point is 25 basis points when Feds come to conclude on how they're going to be raising the rate. So the analyst believes February is going to be 25 basis points. Market believe March will be 25. And some are saying that maybe March rates is going to be the last one by the Feds, but I don't believe so, because I think, Jerome Powell still wants to start or continue raising rate. So I believe they're going to raise rate by February by 25, because that's the best case now because of the report that is coming out. So 25 in February, 25 in March, 25 in May. So what happened thereafter depends on the CPI that will be coming consecutively, right? So if January CPI comes out in February and drops to 6.0, that means, well, the market is actually right, believing that the inflation has already peaked, right? Because we believe the June CPI that came out 9 point something. So market was I think some people believe that was the peak of the inflation. Right? So market has actually believed that inflation has already peaked. So if we get 6.0 by February for January CPI, that will probably seal the case, and we should be expecting, the Feds to start talking about cutting rate towards end of 2023, because at this moment they're talking about they're not going to be they're not going to start cutting rates. They're going to keep on increasing rate all through this year. Then maybe 2024 they can start talking about cutting rate. But if January CPI comes out lower, because market will still be expecting something like 6.1 or 6.0. So if we get 6.1, 6.0 for January CPI, that means we should be expecting the Feds to start cutting rates this year. You're hearing that from me now. Anyway, so I believe if it comes out that low, Jerome Powell have no choice than to say, well, we're going to keep raising rate by March, May. Then that May, rate will probably be the last one. They're going to be raising rate. They're going to stop at some points and start cutting rate, because most investors believe they have over actually raised the rate at this point. Because if they don't start cutting rates very soon, this can probably start leading to recession that everyone is trying to avoid. Because at the moment now, there's no case of probably hard landing or blah that people are talking about. Yeah, hard recession is going to be a grim, painful recession. No, with the report coming out now, it's signifying that it's actually better than what the market is expecting. So we believe that even if we're going to go through a recession, it's going to be a soft recession. It's going to be a mild recession. That's what I'm trying to say now. So we actually believe that if this is the case now, so what's going to be happening to, cryptocurrency for crypto investors, right? Now we saw Bitcoin last week, gone to 19,000, 20,000. And people are like, yeah, I think crypto is bottom already. We need to start piling, and money started coming into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency as well. Solana actually went up like 40% last week, all from that, from $11, $12 to $20, $22 or something like that. So people were jumping, yeah, that means the market has bottom. We need to start pulling money in and all that stuff. Well, I will say you need to be very careful. We can't say because the inflation has peaked and Fed will have no choice than to raise rate by 25, so nothing can go wrong again. It's still very delicate at this point. I'm giving you this advice. This is the advice I will give to anybody I know that is very close to me, that market may not have bottom yet, but you need to be very careful when you are, deploying your money into the market. Because at this point, if you think, yeah, market has already bottom, we need to start buying in. But remember what is being said about 2023. 2023 is going to be a year of recession and all that stuff. So the noise is still out there. The issue around China. Yes, let's talk about China quickly. Right. China opened up, right? Which is very good for the market. Everybody's happy. China is open up because they are the working hub for the whole world. Everything you use in your house, most thing we use in our house or we buy, we use every day is made in China, right? It may be assembled, it may be developed in US, but it's assembled in China. So most of the stuff we use in China is from China. So markets open up. So the economy of China opens up, and people start working and all that stuff. People start traveling everywhere. So that means factories open up. All this company that's been closed for 2 years is open up now. So that means we need to see, we're going to see some activities going on in China. But comes the issue of COVID again, right? It said that last week, China recorded 60,000 deaths within 4 weeks. From last year, December 8 up until January the 8th, they recorded 60,000 COVID deaths. So that's another case entirely. And also the Chinese people that went out, traveled abroad and everything like that. They've traveled. Some countries are putting restriction on Chinese people. They have to go do their COVID test, all this and that. We don't know. We don't want any variants anymore, but we need to be very careful. If anything go bang, it's going to set us back again, and we're going to start all over again. So that's what I'm saying. I'm giving my advice. I'm not a financial advisor, please. I am not a financial advisor. I'm a random YouTuber, and I'm just giving you my advice today. I'm just saying, be very careful when deploying your money, because 2023 is a fragile year for investors. Only the wise one and the smart one is going to make money this year. Those who are not, calm, those who are greedy, or those who want to jump in anyhow, they're going to go and get their fingers burnt this year. Trust me, they will get their fingers burnt. And, for those who have been buying since 2020, your portfolio is down. Do not worry. We're not in the stock market for 2 years. We are here for the long haul. That's why if you need your money in a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years time, please, stock market is not for you. I always tell people this, right? Investing in stocks is not for everyone. If you are not patient, and if you're not ready, to get your stomach tumble sometimes, like a washing machine, it's not meant for you. And also, depending on your age and your medical condition, please be very careful when actually investing in the stock market. That's why I say if you're over 50, stay away from cryptocurrency for your own health, right? So if you're not in the stock market for the long haul, please, you probably go put your money in the bank or buy a bond, right? That's the best way to, to go about it. Because stock market is like, ask people who invest in the stock market, people who are actually, fully invested in stock market. It's like opium. It's like a drug. You want to wake up in the morning and check your portfolio. You want to wake up and just start checking this company out, check this Coca-Cola company, check PepsiCo, check IBM, check J&J. I want to do my research on this company. And by even researching this company, it exposes you to so many stuff you don't even know. And by that, you start enjoying the feeling, the adrenaline that comes with investing in the stock market. I prefer investing in individual stocks because it gives me that bump, give me that kick into my tummy, and I'm like, yeah, I like it. And it's like addictive. So it's very addictive if you're a new investor. And I would say, please be very careful this year. I've said it in my previous video. Invest in the companies that you use on a daily basis. Invest in companies that their PE ratio is quite good. The growth rate is in positive, and the company that, well, come what may, this company is still going to be there tomorrow. Well, that's it for today, guys. Before I round up, market has not bottom yet, guys. Market has not bottom yet. Anything goes wrong now, market is going to test. It may not test the June lows anymore, but it hasn't bottom yet. Don't be carried away. Don't be greedy, and be smart with your investment. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.